Yeah. 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 That's right. That's right. That's right. We making our move. Where we making our move to? We making our move to that line. We making our move. We pushing it. That's right. We making our move to that line. Yeah. 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 We making our move to that line. And of course we got the councilman in the building again tonight.
Yes,
Know what I mean? Mayoral candidate, Mr. Alex Bethea. We got him in the house. That's right. For a second time too. Superstar stuff right here. This is history in the making.
Yes,
we pushing for that 5-point plan.
5 points.
And he made that statement, and it's a unique statement, and it's out to the world. It's not only for Trenton. So when you think of Trenton during this campaign, just remember the world watching you through these through this site right here. Shout out to Mr. Alex Bethea for coming back down. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're gonna turn this down. You know, I had the beats going in here. You know what I mean? And we got a few people on the dial right now. Dr. Shirley Gaines for West Ward is in the place to be. Hey now, hey Shirley. Born Wise is in here now. Yeah, he says the champion. That's right. What's good, Born? How you doing? I got Mr. Bethea in the building. Worldwide is watching. New Orleans, shout out to New Orleans, Miami, Florida, Pensacola, Florida, New York City, of course Trenton, New Jersey, Camden, New Jersey, Newark, New Jersey. You know, watch and speak. Even after this, y'all search for this man. Good guy. Connecticut, Hartford, Connecticut, Toronto, Canada. Yeah, say that. You know what I mean? Toronto, Canada. We got Chicago, Illinois, Indianapolis, Indiana, Detroit, Michigan. We got all the cities. We got the U.S. in the house. And we watching in Trenton right now, Trenton, New Jersey. And we got Mr. Alex Bethea. We got the councilman, Alex Bethea. Came back and seen me for a second time, of course. We're going to talk a little bit. Anybody want to ask him any questions? It's a good time because we almost to the ending to that line of the race. Yeah, we almost to that line. You know what I mean? Yeah. They says, hey, they said Shirley Gaines, Dr. Shirley Gaines says, hey, Mr. 5-point plan. That's right. He got it in effect. That's right. He's known for that slogan. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, all rights reserved for that slogan. I don't want y'all to steal it afterwards. You know what I mean? Cause they're trying to copy. It's already. Hold up, it's already. That's right. That's what he came up with. That's his idea. Straight out of Trenton, New Jersey. He came up with the ill idea of a 5-point plan. What made you come up with that, Mr. Bethea? Talk to him.
Okay, no problem. I did some searching and researching.
Yes.
And I looked at every possible situation that we need in this town to turn this thing around.
That's right.
And I came up with the 5-point plan because I knew safety was number one.
That's right. Ring the bell for that.
Yes, sir. And education is number 2.
That's right.
And housing and economic development had to be a close third.
Yes.
And stabilization of property taxes because we pay some high taxes in Trenton.
That's right, that's right.
And I want to provide employment for Trenton residents. Let me emphasize that one more time.
Talk to him.
Trenton resident, not Ewing, not Hamilton,
that's right.
Not Lord, not Marshall.
Where we talking about?
Trenton resident.
That's right. That's who we focused on.
That's right. Trenton resident, and the plan fits together. Each prong of the plan fits like a glove with the other
That's right. That's right.
I love it.
What made you actually come up? What was it like? One night you came up with it, or when did you just through time you put it together?
Through time, but I will say this: when I made my announcement back in October, I already had it, and the plan has not deviated one iota.
Okay.
And I looked at public safety. You know, and I looked at the senior citizen, and I looked at our police department, and I said, what can we do
Yes.
to switch this thing around so that we can make a change?
Yes.
And I know that we have to get our police officers out of the cars, on foot, walking the beat.
That's right.
Community policing.
That's right.
I knew that because safety is number one.
Key, that's right. That's
I'm
right.
already the educational
That's
candidate,
right.
so I didn't need no help in that because
Yeah.
I understand that education is the lifeblood of the community.
That's right. And how long have you been in that system?
40 years.
All right.
I'm the educational candidate, bar none. Don't let nobody fool you because other guys will be telling you some other stuff.
That's right.
You want to know about urban education? See Alex Bethea.
That's right. That's
I'm
right.
the man when it
That's
comes
right.
to education.
That's
Now,
right.
if you want to come to the table with me to test me,
Yep.
bring it on.
Yes, that's right.
Bring it on. I'm the man. And have evidence
That's right.
to
That's
prove my claim. So
Yes.
if you want to hear about my evidence, I got evidence. 5 out of 7 African American males,
yes.
Ivy League,
That's right.
unheard of
That's
in America.
right. Yes, unheard of.
I'm the educated.
Yeah. You need to be in the you need to be in the book for that. I don't know what book, a good book
I'm
for
gonna
that
fix
right
that
there.
up later.
You know what I mean?
We're not gonna do that yet.
Let's read a couple of
Give
these.
me
Let's
some
give.
questions.
Let's see. All right. Maisha says, "Yo, dramatic 5-point plan. They love the 5-point plan.
5 points.
It better be copywritten. It better be copywritten. They love it. Yep. Alan Nadir Muhammad says, Mr. Bethea, love you all the way from Nashville, Tennessee.
Love you.
Bill Kearney says, Cinco Patas. You might know what Bill talk about with it. Yeah.
All right. Love you.
Yeah. Brittany White says, we love you.
Yeah.
Tamika Ville says, 5-point plan, 9 children, 7 boys, 2 girls.
Yeah.
You are the educational expert.
Absolutely.
Yeah. He's known for it. That's right. He come to bring it. Algernon Ward says, I filled an injunction so that the sample ballots in all the wards are checked for accuracy. It may be occurring right under right under our noses, but we will never know until we check. You know what he's talking?
Yeah, I do know what he's talking about. I saw you in the paper today, Algernon. So I saw your point that you was trying to make. I got to delve into that, and I got your back. I'm gonna support you on that because we have to make sure that we do this one right. We're not gonna let this one get taken.
That's
We're not
right.
gonna let it get stolen this time.
That's
so we're
right.
gonna have the DA
That's
come
right.
in and take a close look at this so that there is no hanky-panky in
That's
this
right.
election.
Yeah. That's right.
Let
Talk
me do a segue with our meeting tonight.
Yes.
And number one is I just want to encourage everyone on Tuesday, please come out and vote.
That's right.
Now, I really want you to vote for me, but if you don't, come out and vote anyway because our foreparents
That's right.
did a lot of work
Fight
that
for
we
this.
would have this opportunity.
That's right.
Just a few years ago, maybe 50 years ago, 60 years ago, we did not have this opportunity.
That's right. And that wasn't so long. That wasn't that long ago.
Not so long. In my lifetime,
Yep.
my parents could not vote.
Yep.
So please, folks, let's come out on Tuesday, exercise our rights.
That's right.
So we can vote for our candidate of choice.
That's right.
Please do that.
That's right.
There's a lot of bloodshed for
That's
us
right.
to have this opportunity.
That's right.
Let's do not blow this opportunity. Now, on the second part of that plea, please vote for me, Alex Bethea, make me your next man.
Yeah.
I love you.
That's right.
Vote. Please
Yep.
vote. Please vote. We gotta vote.
Yep. Brittany White gives you a thumbs up.
Hey, Brittany.
Yep. Ebony Smith says, for the city of Trenton, taxes really and seriously aren't high. That's what she's saying. She's saying they're not high.
They're not high?
And then she said it's absolutely not high compared to Pennington, Hopewell, Ewing.
Right.
Yeah, she's right.
Well,
Hamilton, Lawrence,
compared to-
Titusville, and
yeah.
several townships.
Yeah.
Yep. of no taxes. Let me see. I'm sorry. Let me. My fingers are so big. I'm trying to see more of what you said.
Okay.
Yeah. Taxes need to be at a good stable figure, and it would help ensure funds for our schools, which should have the resources they deserve. She's saying that it funds one thing, funds the other.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Right. Well, what I want to do with my housing and economic development plan is to get many of our boarded up houses, take an aggressive approach. My third prong of my 5-point plan, housing and economic development, and take an aggressive approach to get those abandoned and boarded up houses back on our tax roll.
That's
and
right.
we can do that. And then once we do that, it takes about 5 or 6 years to get that done, to get those houses back. And that in itself will bring those houses back, and that will stabilize our property taxes, but at the same time, it will do something just as great. We have the work already here.
Yeah. Oh.
And we can take those boarded up and abandoned houses and offer employment.
Yes.
Apprenticeship program in the areas of electrician.
So you saying it would just spread? We have everything here already. It just needs to spread so everybody people can get a chance to get at it. Yeah. Okay.
And Winston, for the viewers, and I hope we have a lot of viewers from Trenton watching this, because I want them to understand this, because this is very important to me and to my plan.
That's right.
If we get this situation working, we can have our apprenticeship programs in the area of electrician, plumbing, roofing, and carpentry, and masonry. But at the same time, when our men and women are in these apprenticeship programs, we are looking at starting in the apprenticeship program anywhere from $22 to $24 an hour while they are training to get their certificate.
That's right.
Day one. We're not talking $9, $12. We're talking $22, $24 an hour to get our young men, or men and women, they don't have to be young, in these programs. So we can turn this city around.
You're absolutely correct. I was thinking about that. I think I had a question like that for someone else that was on the show, and that's what it is. See, the money that you're saying that it can produce to the trainee, it could produce enough for them to make a living, to either buy a house or either work and pay bills, you know what I mean? Get something to eat in the house, not lopsided living. You know what I mean? That's right. That's right.
Another point to that, because sometimes this part get missing, is when we revitalize those houses and get them back in living condition, we will offer our long-term residents, people who've been living and renting in Trenton for more than 5 years, they get first opportunity to purchase those houses, and we will help them get a mortgage, and if need be, in some cases, we will provide them with a low interest loan, because we know that sometimes renting costs more than mortgages.
You're right. You're right.
And also, on that note, understand that when people own their properties, they take care of them. So I'm looking at the holistic approach. I'm not talking about just bits and pieces over here and there. I'm talking about bringing this thing together.
The whole thing.
The holistic approach. We can turn this city around together, put our people back to work.
That's
I told you I'm the education candidate. We can fix that. All we got to do is tweak it a little bit, and our kids' learning will go skyrocketing.
That's right.
How do I know? I have evidence.
That's
right. My own house. 5 out of 7 African American males. Ivy League.
That's
unheard of.
But
shouldn't have that.
That's right.
But I also want to add, because I don't want to just think that it's all academia. But when our kids come to school, we want them exposed to various activities, music, art, drama, whatever it is.
You want to open up open it up to everyone.
Yes, and we want to provide a holistic growth for our young people.
That's right.
Because my boys we took on wrestling.
That's
And
right.
that was our thing.
Yes.
And we ran that.
Yes.
7 boys.
That's right.
Brought home 19 Mercer County championships.
That's right. That's right.
19.
That's right.
Trenton High School graduates.
That's right.
Not
From
you
the
and
town,
I.
yeah.
Trenton High School graduates.
That's right. Yeah.
Unheard of.
That's right.
The
That's right.
only state champion.
That's
Trenton
right.
High School state champion.
That's
In
right.
the history, 88-year history of Trenton, one state champion.
Yes.
My son, I'm
That's
not
right.
bragging. He should not have been the first. They should have been the other ones. But what had happened is Trenton youth do not get exposed to wrestling
Yes.
to 9th grade.
Yes.
You can't win a championship in wrestling if you get exposed
Starting
to
at
9th
ninth grade. Yeah, that's right.
We have started, the Bethea family have started a wrestling program starting at 3rd grade in Trenton. I just left
Yes.
practice today at Parker School.
Yes.
If you want to check me,
Yes.
Parker School today. I was there. It was 3:30 to 4:30. We had our young people there on the mat.
That's
Boys and girls.
That's official.
Because we want to build the whole child.
That's right,
Not
yes.
just part of the child.
Partial.
We're not just pushing academics. We're pushing athletic.
That's
we're pushing
right.
music. We're pushing art.
That's
so
right.
I'm ready to go with this thing.
That's
I'm asking the resident who can hear me because we don't have much time. I got to
Yes.
shoot my best shot.
That's
We
right.
got Tuesday to give me a shot at this thing so that we can begin to build and turn our city around.
That's
We can
right.
do this thing if we get the right mayor.
That's
and I'm
right.
that guy.
That's
I
right.
am the guy because I have the experience. Now, another thing, you cannot, I don't want to down anybody because I think all the candidates are decent people. They're decent human beings,
Yes.
and they mean well.
That's
they
right.
do.
That's right.
But
They love the town as well.
I have you to know, you cannot walk off the street with no experience and think you can walk in the city hall and snap your finger and yell at a couple people and stuff is going to turn around.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that. I've
Yeah.
been there 8 years,
Wow,
and I've been
yeah.
under 3 mayors.
That's right.
Won't work like that. You seen what happened.
That's right.
You don't have time to be
Playing
going
like
through
that.
that learning tree. You have a man that's ready to go
That's
with
right.
experience. So Tuesday, like I told you, come on out and vote.
That's right.
Get
That's
the right
right.
vote. You have the opportunity to get the right guy this time.
That's right.
He's in the race.
That's right.
Figure it out.
That's right.
You can do a little research.
Yeah,
Do
that's
a
right.
little do your own research.
That's right. Do it.
Check it out. But let's
Yeah.
don't blow this thing this time.
That's
this
right.
is the most important election that has
That's
taken
right.
place in the city
In
of
city of
Trenton
Trenton
in the last
history.
40 years.
Yeah, history.
Somebody say
I
history.
told y'all. Yeah, I told y'all. Yeah,
That's right.
this the most
That's right.
important mayor race
And
election
the
in
history-
history.
in the history of
In
Trenton.
history of Trenton.
Yes.
This is.
Yes.
Because whoever got to get in there this time, they
Right.
have to get in and spin it and turn it
That's
from
right.
wherever the
Absolutely.
current state is.
Absolutely.
Very hard to do.
Absolutely.
And you have to give all accolades to everybody in there that's
That's right.
running. Everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
All due respect.
All due
All due
respect.
respect. But I think I'm that candidate.
That's right.
I've been through the mill. I've
He
been
been
everything.
through it. Yep, he was in the trenches with all of them,
For
yeah.
40 years.
Yep.
For 40 years. And I have more experience in the trenches.
That's right.
For 40 years.
That's
I paid
right.
your taxes
Yep.
for 40 years than all the other candidates put together.
That's right.
I know I'm going to get some kickbacks from that. All of the other candidates put together
Right.
40 years. I love them.
Right.
I love them.
Yeah, that's
We
right.
can't afford to take chances with the wrong candidate this time,
That's
folks.
right.
And I know we love our friend and who we grew up with,
Yeah.
and my friend.
Yeah,
Not this time, folks. There's too much on the line.
Line,
There's
that's
too much
right.
to lose.
that's right. Crunch
Because-
time, baby.
It's crunch time.
Yeah, that's
Because,
right.
I want to share a secret with the listeners.
Yeah, talk to him.
Because if we don't get it right this time, let me give you an idea
That's
of what's
right.
going to happen
Yeah,
in about 3 years. You will have some billionaires come to town, and they will purchase all of your boarded up and abandoned houses
Yep.
for a little cost, and they will fix them up,
yeah,
and then they'll jack the prices up,
yeah.
and you won't be able to afford them.
That's right.
So you know what that's called.
That's right.
So
gentrification is what he talks. And I was going to ask you about gentrification too. And the plan that you have sound real good because it kind of eliminates gentrification.
That's right.
You're giving the people at home to open up. That's kind of dope. It's a dope little plan. I got to give it to you. It's a nice plan. It's a nice plan.
Gentrification, you've heard of it.
Yep.
It's coming to Trenton.
Nice
if
plan.
we don't get the right mayor this time, in 3 years, what happened in 10 years,
even
most of us will be out of here because they're going to fix them up. We can do it. Use our own people to do it. The work is here. The workers are here.
That's right.
We just have to have the visionary to bring it together so that we can keep our homes and stay in Trenton.
That's right. Let me a couple of questions.
Yes, sir.
Tyrone Watson Sr., you all right? You doing your thing. You got to push it. You got to push it. It's all love. Tyrone Watson Sr. says, "What's up, Uncle Alex? Voting for you from in North Carolina." That's right.
Thumbs up, baby.
Yeah, North Carolina on the side. Yeah, you know what I mean?
I love you.
Yeah. Bae Commit says, Junior 2, #1 coach forever, not just a classroom teacher. He's coached all the best from Wilbur section. That's right. That's right. Yeah. That's right.
I love you.
Yeah.
Saw your mom last night at the Trenton Board of Education.
That's right. Principal. Yeah, that's right. He's a principal. That's right.
What I'm talking
From
about.
the town.
Yeah,
he do.
I know he knows.
Yep. Daryl Brooks says, keep on pushing. I got your back. That's
all right.
Bill Kearney likes the video.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yep. Misha Madam loves the video. Tyrone Watson says, Unc is a people's man for the people. Vote Bethea. That's right.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Love you, baby.
Yep. Ebony Smith says the highest property tax is $4,000 to $5,000. That's she talking about what she was saying from the last thing.
Yeah, right.
Gregory Justice Streeter, thumbs up. Lance Moore likes video. Misha shows love, hearts. Leo Bethea likes the video. Daryl Brooks says, what's your stand on sanctuary cities?
Sanctuary cities. Hey, Daryl, look, I saw you a little, so then you put me in the chat. I'm okay with sanctuary cities. I'm good with that. If they need to come here and need a place to feel at home, I am okay with that. I'm not about coming snatching somebody out of the bed, putting them on a train or a plane, sending them back to somewhere. And let me tell you why. Let me give you a reason why.
Talk to him.
I'm an old country boy, and I grew up in Carolina.
Yeah, that's
I'm
right.
the last of the mandatory cotton pickers. And somehow or the other, through the grace of God, I was able to end up in New Jersey.
Yes.
Now, can you imagine? And I fought with everything tooth and nail to try to make myself better so that I wouldn't have to go back to the cotton field. Some of those people made it over here, and they've been over here 20 and 30 years. And some of those countries are third world countries, war torn. They risked their lives to come on boats, and people died, and now they're going to get here, we're going to send them back. Not on them
Yes, I
got to take a stand somewhere. You got to take a stand. You can't start sending people back.
You're right.
Now, if you want to shut it down and make sure they don't get here, okay, I got you. But if they're here,
ain't no going back.
You can't send people back into nowhere land when you know that life is going to be miserable for them, and that's the end of life for them. And we don't want to get in that kind of business. So when it comes to sanctuary, it's Trenton Sanctuary, and we also have many different ethnic groups already here. I think somebody say 40 or 50 different ethnic groups are already here.
That's right. It's a melting pot.
It's a melting pot. You can't start going knocking on these people's doors, rooting them up, pulling them out of bed, putting them on trains and planes, sending them back to somewhere where we know they will probably be dead in 2 or 3 years. No, I'm not Sanctuary City. Sanctuary City, I'm sorry.
That's right.
You want to put the wall up? Hey, I don't have nothing to do with that. But if they're here, and they made it here, like we did, we got here. We didn't ask to come in, but we here, and we're stuck here.
That's right.
Leave those people alone. Let them stay. Give them a job.
Give them a job.
Productive citizens.
I
got work for them already. If they live in Trenton.
That's right.
If they live in Trenton. Now, I don't have no work for you and Hampton. But if they live in Trenton, we got a job for them.
That's right.
Pushing a wheelbarrow.
That's right.
Making $22 an hour.
That's right.
Not no $9.95. Because you can't. It's hard to make a living on that.
That's right.
You got to stop this nonsense, man.
Seriously.
And it has to become a family.
That's right.
It's like I was in my family.
That's what
we got to
do.
look out for each other.
That's right.
We got to stop some of this nonsense.
That's right.
Because we have to be our brother's keeper.
Yes.
And as Martin Luther King, I know you listen to Martin Luther King.
Yes.
We all are put here. If I'm not what I ought to be, so you what you ought to be. You're not what you ought to be. So I'm what I ought to be.
Yeah.
That's worldwide.
That's
baby.
right,
That ain't
baby.
just Trenton, that's worldwide.
That's worldwide.
Okay?
Yep, that's right.
Unescapable destiny. You talk about it. So hey,
Talk to
don't
him.
get me started.
Talk to him, Mr. Bethea.
I love you. I love you.
Yeah.
I love you.
Be free. You can be
right.
free. We got a free.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Yep. Y'all want to call in and talk to Mr.
Talk to
Bethea?
me. Talk
Y'all
to
can
me.
call in at 855-825-3420. That's 855-825-3420.
Right. Okay.
Yep, we got Nabil Assad says free house for Trentonians. All the abandoned homes need to be given to people.
We gotta use them to stabilize the tax base.
Yes.
And I hear you. We will try to give them. We will try to make sure that we give our Trentonians affordable. I use this term.
Yes.
Affordable housing. But now here's the connection with that plan. Affordable housing. If a person got a job, there's nothing wrong with that. It all works together.
That's right.
Because I'm talking about employment also.
That's right.
Giving a person a house, ownership, but I'm also talking about giving them a job. See, those are the two biggest things that cause people to go under, or to become homeless.
Yeah.
No job, I can't afford my house, can't afford my rent, all this stuff.
Yeah.
We can fix both of those problems. Fix the house up, let the person have it, and they have a job.
Yeah. Basic is basic. Yeah, it's basic. What you're saying. It's basic.
It works together.
Yep. It all works. Yep. That's right. That's right.
Work for it, they'll keep it. That's right. You give it to them. Right. That's right. That's a good point.
Yep.
Because people who work for a little something, and they get something and they buy it, they will keep. You give them, you know,
you give them something. It's too free. Yeah.
It's like that first bicycle that motherfucker. We went out and we told that ain't right.
Yeah, they're gonna break it
up. When you bought one, you say, hey,
yeah, mess with that. That's right.
I love it. It's all good stuff.
Yep.
Good stuff. Next go. Give me another good stuff.
All right. Ebony Smith says, fortunately, the city does have government funding for housing, but with that, we have more people living in public housing than homeowners. Increase home ownership, and their taxes will help the city overall. I guess he says help the city. I'm sorry because my finger's so big. City of all publicly funded housing. There is absolutely no funding for the city in that. People, public housing have cars and purses that cost more than the housing property. Taxes and hold slumlords responsible and go after them. That's what they're saying.
It's a how can I say it? Let's look at the whole picture. The system is truly broken, and many of those people that you talked about that are in public assistance homes, and then they go out and purchase cars. It's because the system was broken from the outset, and they were not afforded what they should have been, what we call a decent job. And many of them had jobs, got fired, last to get hired, first to get fired. So we got caught up in a web where people said, okay, look, I need public assistance out of the house. And then if boyfriend had a good job, he let him come stay in, so now they got a good car, but they live it.
It goes different ways. You're saying it goes in different dimensions.
Across the system itself is broke.
Yeah.
And if you know, that happened more to people of color
Yes.
than it does
Yes.
to people of non-color.
Yes.
Now, I just read just this past week,
Mhm.
and you can check this out, the wealthy income for an African American in the United States, the wealthy income for African, the household income is $140,000. But for the wealthy income for Caucasians, that's $900,000.
Wow.
So weigh those apples. When we look at the average income per household in the African American neighborhood compared to our counterpart, it's not even half.
Yeah,
It's not even
you're
half.
right, you're right.
So there was nothing never done. There were never aggressive plan. Martin Luther King talked about it. There was never an aggressive plan since slavery
Wow.
to support and help the African American to get on his feet.
Wow.
But there's other ethnic groups that have come to the American soil since we have come, and they were given assistance to do certain things to get on their feet. And we were here, and we were brought here in slave ship, and we were never given the opportunity to get that support.
He's right.
Hey,
He's right.
you know,
He's giving it to you. Yeah, he's giving it to you from the bottom, from the absolute straight fact of the bottom.
Yeah, you gotta look at the big picture. You can't just look at it through a lens.
What's going on now?
Bird's eye view.
Yeah.
What's going on now?
Yeah.
You gotta look at the whole picture, how we got here, and why we're here, and we still, believe it or not, we still been under oppression to some extent.
Yes.
I mean, it's a little camouflage now than it was when I was a child. But there's a lot of it still here. So we gotta make sure we look at the right thing. So we do the right thing.
That's right. Hold on. You're the first one that came on the show that really got into that a little bit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Other people ain't really dipped into it, but that's right. It's it's from history. So we just trying to make it the best we can out here from what we really have. He's right. He's right. You know what I mean?
And I can say that I can speak to that with authority because my parents were uneducated. My dad was illiterate. He could not read. And my mom had a 9th grade education. And they had 10 children. And I'm number 10. And, you know, I think the only thing that saved us, at least one of the things that I can commit to, is just the grace of God. They were praying people. And even today, I'm still the only one with a degree, a college degree. You know?
How you, hold on, I wanted to ask you real quick. I'm sorry to break you.
That's all right.
How you feel, like, because you're the last one, but you're the baby. How you feel to accomplish that? How you feel, like, because that's a heavy step. You're a generational step for a whole generation. You know what I mean? So how you?
That's a good point. Well, here's the deal. Now, getting away from hard times in the South, because I'm the last of the cotton pickers, the guy who had to go and miss a lot of school. So by getting to New Jersey, I became an assertive. I didn't have my academics lined up. But I became an assertive mind person. I wanted to push as much as I could in order to take advantage of opportunity. And my siblings, since I was the youngest, I was 10th grader. And, you know, came to Patterson East Side, and now I had the opportunity to go to school every day, and I took advantage of that. But when I got out of high school, I was not college prepared.
What? Yeah,
I didn't get accepted into college. I had to go to the community college. To the county college, Essex County College.
You pushed your way through. That's right.
And then I got a associate degree, and from there I went to the College of New Jersey. Took me another 3 years, which is 5 years total. See, I failed the first grade. And so it took me 13 years to finish high school. 5 years to finish college. But so I got out of college, and I got a teaching job. You have to understand, it's like I was in paradise.
Yeah, because that's a whole different. Yeah, that's a whole different world.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
And my family, you gotta understand, is still was not work the level that I was at. And I did everything that I could, and I still do, to try to give them a quality of life.
That's
even
right.
using some of my funds.
That's right. That's right.
So to add on to that, I met my beloved wife, the one that we have the 9 kids together.
Yeah, that's right.
And I wanted my kids to have the best possible education they could get.
That's right.
Because that's the one thing that you can't take. They can't take your education.
That's right.
So I wanted them to get the Ivy League experience as possible. So I'm the bridge between a parent who could not read to Ivy League graduate. I feel pretty accomplished about that.
That's right. You should.
Yeah, but not only that, I don't feel selfish because I would like to share my recipe with all of Trenton.
That's right. Yeah.
And we can do this.
Yeah.
That's how I know we can turn Trenton around.
Yeah.
I'm the education candidate. Don't let nobody fool you. If they start talking that talk, tell them to come see Alex Bethea because he has evidence.
That's right.
To prove that his formula works.
That's right. He got a lot of heart and education. He's assertive. There's assertiveness. He might be able to teach a few people assertiveness as well. You know what I mean? Right. Love that,
because education is the game changer.
That's right.
It changed my life.
That's right.
It's the game changer.
That's right.
You know, it's the lifeblood of the community.
That's right.
And we can change Trenton.
That's right.
We can start out with babies, and somebody say, we catch them in kindergarten.
Yes.
And I'm confident that we can do that. Catch them in kindergarten, first, second, and third grade, and we have them on reading level by third grade.
Yes.
And give them the holistic approach, expose them to other activities as well, and we'll bring them on up. Because one size doesn't fit all, we would do a thorough assessment to find out what their learning needs are, what their dominant learning needs are, because some kids are visual learners, some are auditory, some are kinesthetic.
That's right.
And if we get that right, and we can teach to their needs, their learning will skyrocket.
Yeah, wow.
Like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, you'll see
now, I'm not telling you what somebody told me, I'm telling you what I know.
Experience,
the same way that you teach a visual learner is different than way you teach your auditory learner. We can do this.
Right.
Give me a shot at this thing. If you don't believe me, and I'll show you.
That's right.
Because the mayor appoints the Board of Education.
That's right.
So that's the advantage and the leverage he has over the superintendent.
That's right.
Because he appoints the board, and the Board of Education oversees the school district and the school system. Give me a shot at this thing Tuesday, and I'll show you what I'm talking about.
That's
in
right.
September.
That's right. That's right. Janice Caldwell says.
Number seven.
Yeah, we're gonna get to it. Janice Caldwell says, "Good luck, Alex." Ebony Smith says, "What about business taxes? Why do businesses keep getting breaks?" She asking.
Right. Okay. Now, mind you, because it's a good question. Good question. Under the old regime, and that's what has happened in the past for the last 20 years, and we've done that even while I'm on council. This last wave of giving business breaks, I put the brakes on that, and let me tell you why. See, my housing and economic development plan does not include Starbucks. Okay? I want you to understand. I want everybody to be clear. Because if we get the Starbucks, it looks good, but the average Trentonian is not going to go into Starbucks and spend $5 for a cup of coffee. That is used for people who come to Trenton temporary, get the cup and leave. My housing and economic development program deals directly with Trentonians. Directly. If we build up around town and we build up our housing stock, businesses will come to Trenton.
That's right.
The reason that they left is because the houses started to go and boarded up.
Wow.
And they become abandoned, so they say, look, let me get out of here while the getting is good.
Yeah. Wow.
If we build that stock back up, they will be begging us to come back to town because they know that's where the people are.
That's right.
And they're flourishing down there.
That's right.
They have jobs.
That's right.
It's not rocket science.
It's not.
It's a matter of common sense.
That's right.
As they call it, integrity.
That's right.
And putting this thing together.
Yeah.
I'm the man.
That's
Choose
right.
it. Please, when you go out there, vote for the guy that can turn the city around. I'm not just blowing smoke.
That's right.
I'm telling you, we can do this
That's
together.
right.
You need a leadership.
That's right.
Leader, without a vision,
Yeah.
and without a leader, the people perish.
That's
You
right.
have an opportunity to
That's
get
right.
one.
That's
You have,
right.
You have this opportunity. No, let's don't blow this,
Yeah.
folks.
What number are you on the ballot box?
I'm number 7 on the ballot.
Yes, that's
I'm,
right.
I'm last.
That's
the
right.
The last shall be first.
That's right.
You familiar with that?
That's right.
I'm number 7 on the ballot.
That's right.
I'm on the bottom. And
Yep.
I was put there for a reason.
Yeah.
I was put there for a reason.
That's right. Number 7.
Number 7.
Yeah.
Number 7. There is something good about 7.
Yeah.
Check it out. Check it out.
Yeah.
Number 7. There's something good about number 7. I love it. That's the number I wanted to be. 7.
Lawan Hickman says that's a good plan, but what about the real estate crisis? That's what he says.
The real estate crisis would not affect my plan one iota. The real estate crisis would not affect my plan because once we revitalize those houses, we will put our people back to work, and then we can offer our properties for affordable homes to people who are already renting. And for an example, let's say a person is renting a property, 2 bedrooms, and they're paying $900 a month.
That's right.
2 bedrooms, $900.
That's right.
With my plan, we would try to get them home ownership, 3 bedroom for $700.
Mortgage. That's what he's trying to put you.
That's a win-win.
Yeah.
We don't care about what the houses are selling for in Princeton or you in Hamilton.
That's right.
We will be helping ourselves. One hand will be washing the other hand.
That's right.
See? And that everybody will be helped.
That's
but
right.
it will be just for Trenton. Those houses will not be up for grabs for anybody to come from all over the world.
It's
that's
right.
Be Trenton this time.
Yeah,
they are going to get first dibs under my plan.
But listen, Mr. B.
Yes, sir.
It was one. I was speaking with one. Well, I was watching one young lady, and she said they don't have a problem with really like trying to buy a home, but at the time it was the problem with not financial. The thing what chased them up out of here was other people just being aggressive towards their family, like they might have to hurt somebody. Like say if I got a son, I'm in this house and I stay on a certain avenue, and my son going to school, and these people keep messing with my son, and then you fighting with these people for maybe like 2 years. In Trenton, it'd be like that, it'd be so that be a lot of the problem. Like how would you go in on that?
Okay, good. That's a good point. You purchase a house and you living in a rough neighborhood, and they're playing loud music, and cussing and fussing and fighting. Your kids go out and they picking on your kids and so forth and so on. And I hear you. And I feel you. Here is how we solve that problem. And I want you to listen to me real good. Because this is not an overnight quick fix. None of my plan is not an overnight quick fix. But if you work with me, or start the young one, kindergarten, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grade. Okay? Now at the same time, we're providing people with work. And at the same time, we're revitalizing our boarded up and abandoned properties. Now, what happened is over time, people start to feel good about themselves. And they won't feel like I gotta take what you got because to get something of mine, and I don't care. You better not say nothing to me. Get out of my face.
Yeah.
People start to feel good about themselves.
Yes.
And your leader will start talking about family unity.
Yes.
What happens in that nuclei that I'm talking about? Crime automatically dissipates.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Because the reason there is a correlation.
Yeah. Oh, because it's
between the uneducated and incarcerated.
Yeah.
The uneducated, incarcerated. You go to the penal system, you will find that the people who are jailed, 80-90% of them may not have a high school diploma.
Yeah, that's right.
With my plan, 99 and even 100%, we start them out early, will have a high school diploma. And what I do, what my plan also demands over time, a college education.
Yeah.
Now I'm trying to attach a free college education, but I'm not there yet. But definitely a high school diploma, guaranteed. Guaranteed a high school diploma, and the next phase of my plan will guarantee a college education.
That's a good plan.
Because we start them right.
I seen it in New York. I seen that. That's
first,
a good plan.
second, and third grade.
Yeah.
If we can tweak our curriculum to meet the needs of the child. We're not going to just be teaching now. You put 25 in the classroom, teacher go in there, and she's just talking and talking. Maybe a good teacher, and she means well, and she loves her kids. But if she's doing a lot of talking, you have to understand that the visual learner is not picking up very much. Even if she say, "Johnny, I told you 5 times." Teacher, no disrespect. That's not the way I learn. Because I'm not an auditory learner. I'm a visual learner. Show me what you're talking about. There is a different curriculum. There is a different teaching style for a visual learner than it is for auditory. When we do that assessment and we can put those kids together, then, and we tell the teacher, guess what, teacher? These are all auditory learners.
That's right.
That style or that modality is different than all visual learners.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Education outweighs them all, baby.
That's right.
And it's very important. And you will notice over time that your crime will almost disappear.
But Mr. B, look, another thing too. Another thing is,
go ahead, talk to me.
Look, what you know, that's a big city. Like I know, I seen it before. Your plant, that's them big city. Like that's that Brooklyn, Newark, them cities like Boston. Like I seen that.
Right.
And what you think is ready for that here?
Let me tell you this.
Free college education. It do happen. It happens.
Trenton can be a model city for the world.
That's right.
See, because it's not as big as Philadelphia, New York, and Newark. It's only 7 miles.
That's right.
It's prime.
That's right.
This is where you want to be because you can control it.
That's right.
You go to Brooklyn, baby, you got, oh man. But in Trenton, 7 square miles.
That's right.
We almost know everybody. Everybody in Trenton just about know Alex Bethea.
Yeah, that's right.
40 years in the school system.
And what's that number to vote for him for? What's the number?
Number 7. Number 7.
Yeah, that's right. But that's a good plan. That's
number 7.
That's a good plan.
And the voting is May the 8th. So
that's
you can connect those two numbers together. And look, don't forget to get out and vote, folks. I don't care. I do care if you vote for me. I will tell you a tale if I say I don't care. Because I do care. Please vote for me.
That's right.
But get out and vote anyway.
That's
you need to vote. You need to exercise that.
That's right. That right. That's
right. Because we didn't always have this right.
That's right.
And you know what, folks? I'm going to give you some more scary information. And we don't exercise the way we should do.
Talk to them.
They might take that away from you.
Talk to them.
Let's don't take this thing for granted. That is always going to be here. Not necessarily so.
Talk to them.
Let's exercise this thing.
They need to know
so that we will know in the direction in which we are going.
That's right. Let me read a couple of these.
Come on. I'm fired up. I'm ready to go.
That's right. Tracy Von Zia, she likes the video. Often Nadine Jasmine loves this video. Mike
right.
Ingram likes the video.
Love you.
He also says that it's crunch time and he's
Crunch
throwing
time,
shots. Tamika Ville is laughing. Ebony Smith says, what about the murders? You just kind of talked on it. And what about the streets? Ja Williams says that's what he talking about. They feeling what you're saying,
right,
you know.
I know I'm right.
Ebony Smith also asks, what about the unsolved murders? I'm not against you. We have tons of questions. Of course, yes, tons of questions on here. I don't. If you want to talk about the
unsolved murders, let me share with you what I think. I'm not an expert in that area. That's not my area of expertise. I'm an expert in urban education. But let me say this here. When a murder occurs, it has been documented that the first 12 hours, 24 hours, getting on that case is crucial. The longer you wait, the more difficult it is for you to solve that crime. But we have to do a better job, and I'm not into the criminal aspect of it. So we have to come to the table on that. But I do know when I'm the mayor that the first 24 hours are very crucial in solving the crime. That I can assure you will take place. Now we have a lot of unsolved stuff around here, and I don't know what I don't know what the cause that we did not get those solved. I cannot speak to that, and I'm not going to go into the area that I don't know about. So, but when I'm there, first 24 hours, first 48 hours, you got to come back with something. We're going to search, we're going to shake everything to make sure we get the evidence, we get leads, and we will follow the lead and make sure that we get the perpetrator, and we will catch him, and we will certainly provide him with the penalty that he deserves.
That's right.
Okay.
All right. All right, we got a couple more questions, and we almost into the hour, but it's not an hour yet. But I'm gonna run a couple of them. If you want to answer them, answer them.
Yeah.
Mike Ingram says, "I wish you would have stayed on council." He's still a counselor, Mike.
Yeah. Until I'm the mayor. I'm moving up, not moving out.
He said, "I love your place there and everything you did to push against everyone. I get you running for mayor, but you would so much be better as counsel." That's his opinion too. Jaja, write it again, Jaja, because I don't understand it. Ebony Smith says she definitely believes in sanctuary cities. Kim Beecham, good evening. She says, good evening, Winston and Mr. Bethea and family. Yeah. Good luck and blessings to you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I love you.
Ebony Smith says, true on the differ. Yeah, she running with what you said. Says, what about downtown and the commerce? It's terrible. Somebody else was speaking to me in person about downtown and the commerce. What's in the commons? I'm sorry, in the commons. Yeah, they said it's terrible. It's not like we go to other cities. Talk to them.
We gotta fix it. We got a lot of work to be done downtown, but I gotta refer back to. That's not my primary interest right now. We're gonna fix downtown, but I want to fix around downtown. We have some people living in some dire situations.
Yes.
And some of our streets and our alleyways got debris and garbage packed up and stacked up.
Yeah.
I'm concerned about the majority of the people.
That's right.
Not just a few people come to town and go downtown. We got to fix it, and we will fix downtown.
That's right.
Don't get me wrong, but I want you to know that my primary interest will be on those people who maybe never get to downtown.
Yeah.
Might be senior citizens, and across the street or down the street and all this other stuff happening and mattress on the side. We got we got we got time out for that.
That's
we got to clean that up first. Then we'll go down.
Clean the mind up. Yeah, clean the
right.
mind. That'll be a beautiful thing.
Yeah. We're going to get downtown. We got
That's
some other
right.
stuff to do first.
Elise Robinson Carter waved. Clarissa BB
right.
Rolone says, you're keeping it 100. Said it's all good.
All right. Appreciate
Ebony
you.
Smith says, oh my God, with the cowbell. I got to keep ringing it because he said some enjoyable stuff. And you know, it's my trademark.
I appreciate it.
You know what I mean? Let him get it off, you know.
Yeah, I love it.
Ryan Shaver says, peace dramatic, and Mr. Bethea is fired up. That's right. He ready to go because that's
so
right.
This is the last tango for me,
this
baby.
is, yeah.
And I'm doing the grand finale.
That's right. Yep. Linda Cruz waves. Ebony Smith says nobody in Trenton, black or white, is making $900K, but I is making 900,000. This is all for something that you said a while ago. So I'm trying to catch up to it.
Yeah.
Great black people have always been under the thumbs of the white people. Stuff has never ever been set up for us. Yeah, that's right.
That's true.
Yeah,
True.
You're bringing up figures that HBD that had nothing to compared to people in Trenton. No average person in Trenton makes 140 to 900K a year. So you're comparing apples to oranges. Is what she's saying.
True,
He just used it. I think he just used it as an example.
Right. Yeah,
you know what I mean? Ebony Smith says, Baye says, arguably, Ivy League does not mean the best education. But he's still listening.
I got you, brother. I appreciate you. I love you, Baye. I know where you're at.
Ebony Smith says, black, white, black, green, purple, or red. No one in Trenton is really earning those figures. She's still on that. They just coming up, so don't worry about them. Business taxes keep getting all these breaks and do nothing for our community. You could talk on it if you want. Cordelia Didi Staten, my girl. She shouts you out with the thumbs up. Yep.
Okay, Didi. Yep.
Amanda Parsons says something real slick, but Amanda, I ain't gonna say that, man. You crazy. That's crazy. Ebony Smith says, if the city of Trenton had safer neighborhoods where my kids could play outside and schools were completely well and had greater resources, I'd buy a house and live in it. But I can't because that's why everybody run. But you spoke on that a little earlier.
We're gonna bring it back. It's coming back. It's coming back under my leadership. Give me about 3 years.
Yep. Yes, we do need education, like he's saying. Yes, we do. Ebony Smith says, with making marijuana legal. She said, what you think on that? Run that real quick.
Man. I was hoping I didn't have to deal with that tonight.
Because I see y'all be putting that up too. Run down how you feel because it's kind of, you know.
All right. Look, it's going to take me a long time. Listen, I love it. Listen, there are two sides to this marijuana thing. Mm-hmm. And if you saw my blurb in the paper, you can see all the candidates, all the other candidates said yes. Mm-hmm. And there was one candidate that said no. I'm an educator.
Yes.
And you got to understand, I've spent 40 years of my life with children. Mm-hmm. And I do have a little bit of education to understand some of the effects of THC getting into the system of our young people and some of the psychological effects that it would have on our young people.
Yes.
I also understand if we legalize it for 18-year-older, then obviously an 8-year-older will be able to get it at his leisure. Mm-hmm. And I'm afraid about that. Now, in terms of medical purposes, I'm all for it. If you need some marijuana to relax your mind or your body and alleviate some of the pain, hey, I got you. But just to be able to walk around the street smoking it at will, and the young people having it, it will have an effect. And don't let nobody fool you. Some of those states who have legalized recreational marijuana, I understand some of them are regretting it and they are trying to repeal it. So let's be careful before we take the plunge. Let's do our research. Just because a few people like it, like the taste, like the feel of it, let's don't jump ship here.
Yeah.
Now, because we want to say what people want to hear. Now, I'm getting both sides. My younger people saying yes, but my older side are telling me no.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, I'm old school.
Mm-hmm.
I'm old school,
Yep.
and before I make the plunge, I'm looking out for the young people.
That's right.
Because we have to invest in our future.
Mm-hmm.
That's my slogan.
That's right.
Investing in Trenton's future.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta understand, I'm the educational candidate.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that won't
Yeah.
work for, let's say, a 6 or 7-year-old, or 8-year-old who's been breathing in marijuana all night to
Yeah.
come to school fired up and ready to go.
Yeah.
That doesn't go together. So I'm looking beyond the surface.
Yes.
I'm looking in also into the future.
That's
It's
right.
not just a snap your finger, quick fix. It's all over. No, that's not the way I look at things.
That's right.
Let's do the assessment. Let's do our homework before we take the plunge.
That's right.
All right? So that's my answer with
Yeah.
marijuana.
Good answer and good question. I
Yeah,
think she said
whatever.
she how long?
Hey, I got
All
a
right.
few minutes.
You got a few minutes?
Absolutely.
All right. Tony Liquors, what's up, Tony Liquors? Shouting us both out.
Hey.
Ebony Smith says versus criminal concern. You just answered it. And yep, vote number 7 is what he's saying. Vote number 7.
Seven,
Ebony
baby.
Smith says aside from property tax commerce is an issue with funding for our city. You understand what she's saying with that?
No, I'm not clear on that.
Aside from property tax commerce is an issue. I guess it's from the other question. All right. Ebony Smith says, "Oh my God, she erased the the marijuana thing. I'm focused on opioid heroin crisis now compared to the past. Seriously, crack epidemic and how they criminalized us black people. So, what do you think on that?"
I'm gonna flip the question, and I'm gonna give you the political answer. I'm gonna give you the political answer, and I'll take New Jersey. In New Jersey, the demographics look something like this. We have about 12 to 15% of the people that live in New Jersey is African American. Mm-hmm. And then we have another few percent of Hispanic. But when we go to the penal system, mm-hmm. when we look at who's locked up, mm-hmm. 70 to 80% of the people who are locked up mm-hmm. are black and brown, mm-hmm. in New Jersey. Mm-hmm. So our system is broken, and many of our people who are locked up, people of color, mm-hmm. are locked up for misdemeanor crimes.
Yeah, small things.
And small things. Mm-hmm. And to a large extent, my friend, which I won't be able to control, mm-hmm. but I'll be able to control it to some extent in Trenton, mm-hmm. is sometimes we get locked up for stuff that other people get away with. Something wrong with that, and that's cross country.
That's right.
And it's certainly in New Jersey.
That's right.
We get locked up for opioid or whatever it is, and other people can get away with it. And some of that is because they have the economics to be able to get themselves out, and others are because, sometimes there is such thing as what they call a profile. Mm-hmm. Profiling is real.
Yes.
Now let's face it. Profiling is real across country, and profiling is in New Jersey too.
That's right.
So, and they take us down for little or nothing, and oh, how sad it is. But when I am the CEO of the town, which puts me over the police director, we will have that conversation so that we are not harassing people and getting caught on video,
Yeah.
laughing and giggling about how you use excessive force on our residents.
Yeah.
That will not happen under my administration. That's not gonna happen. Somebody will get terminated.
That's right.
Terminated. You're fired.
That's right.
And then we'll do the investigation.
Yeah.
But not we are under investigation and you still working or still getting a paycheck.
Yeah.
Fired. We do the investigation. The investigation take 2, 3 years, 4, 5 years. Then okay. But
That's
you're not going to be sitting on the payroll while the investigation take 2 or 3 years and the administration change. And then okay, then let's forget about it.
That's right.
No. That's not the way it works. And it shouldn't work like that.
That's
So
right.
maybe I didn't answer your question directly, but I hope I gave you some information on how I see it.
Yes.
Okay? Thank you.
Yep.
Give me another one.
Y'all got any more questions? Let's see. Mike Ingram just came on. It's a couple more. It's a couple more.
Take
Yeah.
a couple more, and then
All right.
I gotta run to the
Yep.
next show because I
Yep.
got another appointment.
That's right.
Christ time.
Peace, Mr. Bethea. I definitely trust. William E. Maxson says, "Peace, Mr. Bethea. I definitely trust this brother to be the mayor of Trenton. He'll do the people. He'll do the people of Trenton justly."
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Mike.
That's true.
Yep. Mike Ingram says, why can't we just deal with why can't we just deal without issues from a local level? It's no need to compare problems when issues at home can be fixed within. Let's work on that. You believe? That's what you're trying to do,
Yeah,
right?
that's exactly what I'm trying to
that's what
do.
you're trying to
Right.
do.
I
Yeah.
agree with you.
Yeah.
We fix up our own house, and I stated it before. See, Trenton is small enough to be a model city,
Yes.
but it's got to be a family-like thing.
Yes.
It's small enough.
Yes.
We can put our residents back to work. We can have decent houses for our residents.
That's right.
We can do a decent job for our
Work.
residents.
Yeah.
We can do this, but we got to work together. And old saying, southern saying, we got to put our shoulder to the plow.
That's
and
right.
We got to keep working together and look out for each other.
That's right.
Right now, I'm not comfortable with believing that that's happening. But
Yeah.
we got to do it. And under my leadership,
Yes.
that can happen because I believe that it starts at the top.
That's right.
And the biggest, we talked a couple of days ago, we talked about service and being a servant.
That's right.
The leader is the biggest servant of all.
Yeah, that's
He's
right.
the servant. He
That's
sets
right.
the example. And
Yeah.
then it permeates down.
Yes.
Just
Yes.
like it did in my own household.
That's right.
Thank
That's
you.
right. All right. You wanna you got anything you wanna wrap up? Give them that.
I
Give them
wanna
that
wrap
final
up with
punch.
this. I want to wrap it up. Listen. Now,
That's right.
as I stated,
Show them your
folks-
swag. Show them your swag. Show them your swag. Number 7, baby. Show them your swag.
Listen, folks. Very important day, and I like the way Winston put it.
That's right.
That this Tuesday is the most important election that
Trenton's history.
in the history of Trenton.
Yeah,
Participate in that.
that's right.
Be a part of it, and come out and vote. I want you to vote for me, but if you don't, vote anyway.
Yeah,
Please vote. There's too much on the line. Too many people have died. Too much bloodshed
yes,
for you to sit home and sit this one out.
that's right. Yes,
Please,
yes,
please, I'm begging you, please come out and vote.
that's right.
The other thing, if you want to check me out a little further, dig a little deeper about candidate Alex Bethea, go to my website.
That's right.
Go to my website, check me out, alexbetheaformayor.com.
That's right.
Also, on tomorrow at my headquarters, or any day of the week,
Yeah, give them the
I have a
headquarters
few more
address.
days,
Yeah,
201 Marbury Street.
that's right.
201, I'm not downtown.
Yeah,
Come on over to Grassroots.
that's right.
Somebody say the hood, but come on over to Marbury Street, 201. Give me a hand, help me out. We are in this thing to win it. We're shooting both barrels this time. This is the last tango for me.
People candidate.
I'm the people candidate. It's the last tango. I'm gonna win this thing. I'm gonna make sure that I do everything that I can to win it. And I'm asking you to come out and help me do this thing.
That's
you can
right.
stop by my office, 10 o'clock. I'll be there 10 o'clock Saturday morning, tomorrow morning. You want to come over and help us out, give us a hand, help us go flyers. And I'm not connected with the big dogs.
Yeah.
I'm my own man.
That's
I didn't
right.
feel like I had to be
That's right.
be controlled by the machine.
Yeah,
all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's not the way I roll, folks.
That's right.
I've been given everything I had
That's right.
for the last 40 years.
That's right.
And if you check my record, there would be no reason for me to change.
That's right.
Now, if you want to go with the people who are connected with the big dogs and have somebody else behind the scene pulling the strings and make the decision, then if it doesn't go in your favor, then, then you get what you asked for.
That's right.
This time you have an opportunity to get a bona fide, certified mayor. Been on the council for 8 years. I was your NAACP president for 4 years.
That's right.
First vice president of NAACP for 4 years. Under 2 presidents. I was a committee man. I served 40 years
That's right.
in your educational system for 40 years. I gave it everything I had. Ask my students. Ask many of them.
That's right.
And I have a bunch of them. I won't call names tonight,
Yeah.
but I have a bunch of students that are very successful and that are around, that I have served. Ask them.
That's
Pull
right.
them over to the side. What do you think about this guy, Albert Thing? 40 years.
That's right.
I've given you everything. I've used my children to try to make Trenton better.
That's right.
And when my colleague was moving out of town, going to higher ground, I stayed.
That's right.
I stayed and I served.
Yeah.
And I gave you everything I had.
Great
And
example.
the only
for the
thing
town.
that I asked for you was on Tuesday. It's one thing.
Yes.
Make me your next mayor of Trenton. Please vote for me.
Yeah,
Number
yeah,
7.
yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
And have a good night.
Yeah. Yo, y'all give it up for Mr. Alex Bethea, Councilman Alex Bethea. He came
Love
on the
you.
show.
Love you,
His
Wilson.
superstar, his
Yes, sir.
superstardom,
Appreciate you.
along with mine. We doing this. I wish him the best of luck.
I love you, Winston.
All right.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank y'all for viewing.
Thank you for
Always
having
asking
me.
questions and all that.
Thank you.
Y'all have a good night.
Thank you, Winston.
Yes.